Serving Morgantown since 1967.
Good evening, wherever you may be watching. I am Ethan Collins. Joined alongside me is Chance Collins. And Chance, we've got one team looking to build their playoff resume to get into the playoffs. Another one looking to win state championships in Cameron.
Yeah, it's almost like two different cultures you have here. You have Cameron, who's used to being in the playoffs, building on that culture, wanting to have home playoff games. You've got the CBs with brand new head coach Aaron LeBeau trying to build a culture, get into the playoffs.
Now it's time to talk about the Thrasher 3 Keys to the Game, brought to you by the Thrasher Group, helping clients and communities by specializing in the Thrasher 3, architecture, engineering, and field service. For Cameron, it's pretty simple. Use the speed to your advantage. Spread it out.
Yeah, watching game film this week on Cameron, you could see the speed of their program. They want to get out, spread it out. Clay-Battelle is going to want to try to bottle that up. Cameron's going to try to get that bottle to explode.
For Clay-Battelle, sustain drives. Get some longer time going.
Yeah, Clay-Battelle is probably more of a 3 yards in a cloud of dust tonight. They want to drive down the field, take a lot of time off.
And for the third key, keep it clean, keep it simple. Don't let the refs decide the game.
Yeah, we got this Route 7 rumble, as we're calling it, between these two teams. They want to keep it clean. The second guy always gets caught.
All right, we're glad you're with us here in Blacksville. We will be right back with kickoff on Metro News TV.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or GoMart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
Looking for a path to success in service? The West Virginia Army National Guard offers unmatched opportunities. Earn your degree with up to 100% tuition assistance while gaining invaluable leadership skills. Join a team dedicated to community, state, and country. The West Virginia Army National Guard, where your future starts today. Visit nationalguard.com WV to learn more. We guard West Virginia.
My name is Lizzie Hess, and I am a cosmetologist in Tays Valley, West Virginia. The Jumpstart Savings Program is a career savings account, and it just helps to save money so that you can invest in yourself or invest in products that you would need with whatever technical career you're currently in.
The Jumpstart Savings Program is celebrating skilled workers and offers state tax advantages while you save for future expenses.
Having funds to be able to supply anything that I need is awesome.
Find out if a Jumpstart Savings account is right for you. Take the quiz today.
All right, we are at second down here with 11 and a half left to go here. The kickoff for the open was returned to the 28. First down was a short carry for Caleb Snodgrass for a gain of about 4, so that'll bring up second down and 6. They line up in a stick eye, hand it off to Snodgrass again, tackled immediately. Down at probably the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. And that's going to, actually no, they're going to move the chain about a yard, so a gain of a yard on the play. So third down and 4. Chance, a backup quarterback here, Corey Cohen, the sophomore. We always talk about this. You got a freshman center snapping to a sophomore backup quarterback, handing it off to a sophomore running back. Thankfully, we're being led blocked by a junior and a senior with this stick eye.
Yeah, and it could be a freshman tailback, but Caleb Hall's out this week.
All right, third down and 4 here. They line up in that same stick-eye formation here with 2 tight ends. Fake the handoff, rolling out. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. And that will bring up 4th down. Good pressure there by the Dragons.
It was. They done a good job of sustaining, not allowing more than 3 yards of carry, lining themselves up here for a long third down. Good pressure, good hit on the quarterback.
Good contain also, too, on the coverage, not allowing Tyson Price to really get to that ball and playing the ball as well. That was very clean football. All right, so the first drive here for the CBs ends in a 3 and out, so they will punt it. Cooper Statler is the punter. Snap is a little low. He does get it off. Takes a nice roll. Just inside the 30. And that's where they're going to mark him down at the 30. So now, after a short drive by the Seabees, definitely not what you wanted to start this game, Chance. We said long, sustaining drives. You got off to a good start with that first down play. That was a gain of 5, but it kind of slowed the momentum when you only got a gain of 1, so you forced yourself to pass.
Yeah, we moved into that where you have to pass, and I know Clay-Battelle does not want to be in that tonight. Let's see how Cameron does here. Sure, they're going to spread it out on the Seabees.
Yep, pistol formation here with 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Running back in the backfield is Clipson Wallace, and he's going to get the handoff. Breaks a tackle from Maverick Gum across the 40. Good blocking upfield. He's across midfield over to the 40 and tackled into opponent territory at the 35. Exactly the start that you wanted if you're Cameron.
Yeah, to be able to come out and get a long run. 33 yards on the carry. There on the replay, you see, breaks through Maverick Gum's tackle.
Cooper Statler was the one in hot pursuit, pretty much got that tackle on the play. All right, 4 wide receivers here in a pistol formation on first down and 10 in opponent territory. They hand it off to Wallace. Wallace gonna be probably another first down here. Down at the 26, gain of 11.
11 on the carry, 44 yards on 2 carries. I'm sure Cameron head coach is happy with that.
I think he broke a tackle there from Caleb Snodgrass. Wallace, they talked about him last year. He hurt the Seabees all game last year, and he's shown why he's such a good running back. But they're lining him up in fullback this time. One of the wide receivers, Slayton Pettit, is lined up at running back. They're going to toss it to him. Goes out to the left side, getting some blockers. Nice block there by Wallace. Cuts to the 10, to the middle, right across the sideline, and it looks like he stepped out of bounds there.
Stepped out of bounds at the 8. That'll be an 18-yard run by Pettit.
So another first down there by the Dragons, and boy, they're getting yards in chunks. Really establishing their 6-1 record. Their only loss, it was the first game of the season to Edison, PA, as we have a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a holding call, but it's going to be near the first down marker. Actually, it'll be moved a little bit past the original line of scrimmage. They're going to back it up to the 33-yard line on the left hash. So,
and if you're the Seabees, that's kind of the flag you needed right now. Take a deep breath, set yourself up. You've got them in first and long. It's about making a play. Cameron, you just want to keep taking them chunks away.
They'll probably look to run it to the outside. I see a big gaping hole with only one defender to the right, Caleb Snodgrass. They hand it off to the running back. That's Wallace. Wallace just keeps bouncing off tackles. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage at the 26-yard line. And that'll bring up second down and 10. You just thought you had him in the backfield, Chance, and then he ends up getting away from you.
Yeah, Wallace is just not going down easy. I mean, that's Cooper Statler, who is not a small boy, that he just kind of gave a little shove to him, was able to get some separation from him.
So they break the huddle here in a shotgun formation with trips to the left. Wide receiver long to the left is Etzel. We're going to throw a little bubble screen here to Sawyer Reed. Reed gets a few yards, but is tackled by Maverick Gum, the senior, and Caleb Snodgrass, the sophomore. It is senior night for the Seabees. Final home game of the season as we look at it on the replay here. Nice little bubble screen. Gets past Caleb Snodgrass, but good recovery there by Snodgrass and Maverick Gum to corral the tackler.
Yeah, Snodgrass able to get to the outside of the receiver, force him back inside, and allow that middle linebacker and senior Maverick Gum to make the play.
Now can you get off the field on third down if you're the Seabees? This is the first third down for Cameron so far. The 2 receivers on each side. Wallace is the running back to the left. They hand it off to him. And I think he's going to be short. He's going to be marked just a tad short. But this is obvious 4-down territory, Chance.
Unless they have a kicker, I would agree with you. I don't know what the kicking...
Their kicker is Hunter Wright. He does make pretty good extra points. However, I think this might be a little bit outside the range of his. So they're looking to probably go for it on 4th down and 2. They will. They break the huddle here in the pistol. No, actually, they're going to come out in the I under center with a fullback and a running back.
Big play here for the CBs and Cameron.
Wallace gets the carry. I think he did get past the line of gain. He's going to be marked down at about the 15. Line to gain was the 16, and they are going to mark it 1st down.
But it did bring up a good point there. You forced them into a 4th down play. The keeping it clean just ain't about keeping your head. It's about not committing the penalties that get the referees involved in the game.
Almost 1st down and goal here. They're 15 yards away from the end zone. Pistol set with a fullback. Actually, that's Wallace to the right of the quarterback. And Pettit gets the toss. Goes to the right on the far side. Breaks away from Maverick Gum somehow and is going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Cameron.
Some really hard running by Cameron here early.
Yeah, for sure. By both running backs, both Pettit and Wallace getting on the stat sheet early for the Dragons. And we've got an injured CB down on the ground. I'm looking to see who it is. Can't exactly tell from here. It's on the far sideline from us. As we look here on the replay of the touchdown. It's just good blocking downfield. Somehow gets past Maverick Gum and then ends up going towards the end zone.
It looks like Josiah Morgan, who gets hit by one of his own players there towards the end, that is down on the sideline over there.
Hate to see that for a senior on senior night.
You see the respect by Cameron taking a knee over there until we find out what's going on with the injured player. At this time, we do believe it's Josiah Morgan, but we will update that once we know for sure.
All right, we'll take a quick break here as they attend to the injured player, and we'll come back with the rest of the game here on Metro News TV.
When we think about substance use disorder in our communities, we can use this as an example of how to work together. It may seem small, but in creating this mural, everyone played a role in breaking through stigma and turning this wall into something vibrant and meaningful. This is a huge sign of support, solidarity, and love. When it comes to how we think about recovery, it takes all of us to break through addiction. Learn more at backtolifewv.org.
Welcome back to Metro News Television. We are in Blacksville between the Clay-Battelle CBs and the Cameron Dragons, and Cameron has taken a quick 6-0 lead with the extra point pending. Josiah Morgan walking back under his own power, which is a very good sign as they get ready for the extra point. Looks like they are going to go for a kicking extra point. As I say, the kicker is Hunter Wright, one of the offensive linemen for the Dragons. The holder is number 7, Sawyer Reed. They wait for Josiah Morgan to get back to the sideline, and he's now back clear, so they'll be ready to play here once the referee blows the whistle. And here we go. So a 6-0 lead for the Dragons, and the extra point is up. Sky booming kick, and it is good. All right, we'll take another break here, and when we come back, we'll have the kickoff here on Metro News TV. Welcome back to Blacksville, where the Seabees trail 7-0 over the Cameron Dragons. The second possession by the Seabees, getting set and ready to go here. Cameron will do their second kickoff of the night as special teams coach Huffman is talking to his return team as they get back out there. And Chance, you hope to see a quick response here by the Seabees. Kind of got punched in the mouth on that first drive.
They did, and knowing the history of this rivalry we have, Cameron's kind of dominated the last couple of years. You're hoping to see him maybe get an answer, get a little belief for the Seabees, and make this a ball game.
So we'll see how the Seabees respond here. One of their leading receivers, Josiah Morgan, being taped up on the sideline as the referee blows his whistle, and Hunter Wright boots it away. I think he had more arch on the extra point, but it goes right to Landon Savage. Savage just runs right into the kickoff unit.
Yeah, the big boy had Snodgrass backed up there and just kind of stepped to the side, and Landon ran right into him. The hole closed in a hurry for him.
Dallin Dishman, the center and nose tackle there, as we see on the replay. Yeah, he just ran right into him, Chance. He had good blocking from Caleb Snodgrass. He just unfortunately ran right into his blocker. So Clay-Battelle will take over their second possession here at the 31. First down and 10. So they lined up in that stick-eye formation with two fullbacks, and Cooper Statler, who's normally their right guard, was lined up at the fullback position. A new wrinkle in the offense that we haven't seen yet, but they're going to line up in what they have before in a shotgun package. Toothman is the receiver to the near part of the screen, and Savage the slot. Cohen drops back to pass, throws it over the middle on a dump off to Caleb Snodgrass, and he's just going to be met for a loss on the play. Loss of 1. Caleb Snodgrass once again on the reception. I believe that was Clipson Wallace on the tackle as we look here on the replay. It's actually number 33. That is Gunnar Lilly.
You can see the closing speed. We talked about the speed Cameron has, and right now they're just trying to smother the Clay-Battelle offense.
I said keys to the game was using Cameron's speed, but it was actually on both sides of the ball. They hand it off to Snodgrass this time. Gets a minimal gain of 2, and that's going to bring up third down and long here.
Yeah, this is not the position you want to be at if you're Clay-Battelle. You want to have a more manageable pickup where at least you have that option to run the ball.
So we'll see what they do here on third down. I would imagine they pass it. Tyson Price is the receiver to the far side on the left. Savage, the slot. Toothman, the receiver to the right. They fake the handoff to Gum. Cohen going to throw a deep ball, 50-50 ball, and broken up.
Good defense, but also good effort by Toothman there of the Clay-Battelle Seabees, trying to get in there and get that. And watch it here on the replay. They both went up for it.
Yeah, both guys playing the ball. That's absolutely fair. I think it did hit Toothman in the hands, but it's going to line up just a bit short.
Yeah, well played. Also well played by the referee there just to keep himself out of the game.
Fourth down and 9, so 2 3-and-outs here for the Seabees offense. And Cooper Statler is going to have to boot his second punt as it goes over his head. And he's just going to have to fall on it. And he muffs it, and it's going to be a touchdown for Cameron. How about that? A special team score by the Dragons.
See, I was thinking you could not advance.
Well, there is a flag on the play. I think they're going to decline it because I think it's on the offense. Actually, Chance, I believe you can advance it on a muffed snap. You can advance it on a return for the muffed punt. So the penalty is declined, and the result of the play is a touchdown. And just like that, it is a 13-0 lead for the Cameron Dragons. Exactly what you want if you're Cameron. Exactly the opposite for Clay-Battelle. And it's going to be hard for them to get back into this game now.
Yeah, 5:18, here we go, the extra point.
I don't think that one was good. It is not. All right. All right, 13-0 here. You are watching Clay-Battelle CB's football against the Cameron Dragons on Metro News TV, presented by Gomart. High school football on Metro News TV is brought to you by Gomart, your hometown convenience store. Level up your cheering game. Head to gomart.com to win everything you need to become the ultimate fan for your hometown team. Go for good times. Go for Gomart. As we get set and ready for kickoff here, Chance, you told me during the break, need an instant response here by the CBs or this game could get out of hand quickly.
Yes, I do believe that's what we need. Let's see if we can get a nice return here by Landon Savage.
Better return there by Savage, but he's only going to get to the 34-yard line, and that is where Clay-Battelle will take over.
Yeah, because, I mean, we talked about earlier about the CBs trying to control the clock, take lots of time off, not give Cameron much time at the beginning of the game. And so far, it's been 3 and out, and a 3 and out, which then led to a touchdown on the fumbled punt.
Yeah, a high snap to the punter, Cooper Statler, and that's a big boy, so it's kind of hard to throw it over his head. So they line up in a stick eye here with 2 fullbacks. Going to hand it off to the tailback, Snodgrass. He bounces off a couple tacklers. He's a real elusive back. Honestly, you could call him a bounce back because he really just bounces off tacklers. Like he's going through one of those machines that has those padded dummies on the drill.
He does, really, and hasn't went down easy when he's got blocking is what you can look at there. It'll be interesting to see here. Now you're Clay-Battelle, more manageable second down. You want to make that third down more manageable, not put yourself where you have to pass.
Same formation here, stick eye. Pretty much the same play, and this one's going to be a minimal gain. I think forward progress is going to give them about a foot, and that's about it, as they will line up for another third down. Cameron, it's very interesting to see how they tackle. They just fly to the ball carrier, and yes, Clay-Battelle is loading up the box, but they do have 2 lead blockers in there with 2 fullbacks, but Cameron is just kind of playing real good team defense and swarming to the ball.
Yeah, you can see it on the TV here as we look at it, like the size difference between the line. You would think CBs would be getting a much bigger push than they are.
All right, 3rd down and 3 here. They're going to run the same play to the opposite side, and Snodgrass is not going to get anything. And they're going to have to punt again. Unless they go for it, of course. Which you may be thinking about it if you're Clay-Battelle. But I think they're going to punt.
Yeah, I see Statler looks like he's lining to go deep there.
2 guys back deep to return for Cameron. Trey Etzel. Another high snap here on the punt, and Coop has just got a fall on it. And another red zone possession for Cameron. That's where they will start. Here, as we see it on the replay, yep, just goes right over his head. And he has to fall on it at the 18, and that's where Cameron will take over.
Good job by Statler to get back there, get on it, and not allow another touchdown off of that.
All right, so 1st down and 10 here for the Dragons. Pistol formation. Estel is the receiver, lone receiver to the left. And it's Wallace getting the handoff as he gets tripped up at his legs, but does fall forward. Chance, I'll tell you, the thing that I really like about Wallace is that he just runs really hard, and it almost, you have to get him by the legs. You can't get him anywhere below anywhere above the hips.
Yeah, you've seen that there. Came in, wrapped him up low, and as you said earlier, when they tried to get him up high, even grabbing a hold of the shoulder pads, he's so strong in the legs, he's just ripping through it.
Same formation here with Pettit lined up at the tailback. Wallace, the fullback, to the left. They're going to pass here. Throw it over the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch. Touchdown, Cameron. Case and Angel on the pass for the Dragons.
14-yard reception by him.
Let's see here on the replay. Just easy pitch and catch there by Mason Scott on the reception. And he gets it 2 feet tapped in bounds.
And Price was right there kind of with him. I mean, it was just a well-placed ball.
As the kick is up for Hunter Wright. And that one is good, so they take a 20-0 lead. All right, we'll take another break, and when we come back, we'll have the 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter. You are watching Clay-Battelle CB's football against the Cameron Dragons on Metro News TV.
Disasters happen. Pick the team that takes care of them all. Powered by offices in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. We have the right people, knowledge, and equipment to respond 24 hours a day.
I'm Neil Brown. When disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Welcome back to this matchup between the Clay-Battelle Seabees and the Cameron Dragons, and Cameron off to a quick start, a 20-0 lead with 2:22 left to go in the opening quarter. Chance, it's been 3 drives for Clay-Battelle, and I don't even believe they've gotten a first down yet.
They have not gotten a first down. You got Maverick Gum on the kick return here.
He gives you your best field position of the night, but that's not saying much because then we start at the 40-yard line.
We start at the 42.
42, yep, 42. 2:18 left to go in the opening quarter. So Clay-Battelle just kind of looking to get some points on the board here quickly. Line up in shotgun. Corey Cohen, once again, their backup quarterback, did not start the year. Braden Ponceroff, their starting quarterback, is out. And Caleb Snodgrass gets the carry.
Gets tripped up by Cohen there.
I actually think the turf monster got him there, Chance.
Either way, it was a loss of 2 on it. And
Yes,
we will line up here 2nd and 12. Cameron's defense, though, you just see the speed. Like there's nothing. There's no holes, there's no nothing. They feel any hole that comes available up quickly.
Look at how many players they have in the second level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. 6 if you count the corner on the far side. Cohen drops back to pass, tries to throw a screen pass over to Savage, and it is broken up, incomplete. Once again, Chance, they are just really swarming to the ball, and good discipline by the Cameron Dragons, really staying in their lanes in the zone and just breaking up easy passes.
Yeah, there was 3 guys with Landon Savage. He probably was the only open receiver for Cohen to throw to, even remotely open, I should say, and not take a loss. He threw it out. I think Savage done a good job because he felt the defender on his back, Wallace, of just kind of letting the ball hit the ground. Let's line up here 3rd and 12 and see if we can make something happen on this next play, not turn it over.
Definitely a shot play coming up for the Seabees with a running back on each side. Price and Savage are the receivers to the right. Cohen takes the snap, rolls a little bit to his right, throws a bullet pass and gets it incomplete. Tyson Price hit him in the hands, but good coverage there by Slayton Pettit. Man, they just really fly to the ball as we see here on the replay. Hit him right in the hands, but I think he would have dropped it either way, but man, Pettit just really came down and gave him a good hit.
Yeah.
Good clean hit
nice
for
clean
sure.
Hit. Yeah. Nice form on the tackle. It was just one of those where you hit them and you say, hey, if something comes your way, I'm going to be here all night long.
Cameron has certainly looked like a state championship contender. Corey Cohen set to take the punt. He gets it away, a spiraling kick. Returned by Sawyer Reed. Reed breaks a couple tackles, but will take over in their own territory here. I was going to say their worst field position of the night, but Chance, I think they actually started their first drive inside their own 30, maybe at the 29. But the Cameron Dragons will take over. So 4 straight 3-and-outs, if I'm correct, Chance?
Yes, and that was that Cameron did start out their first drive at the 30.
So not their worst field position of the night, but might be the final drive of this first quarter. Cameron looks to spread it out again as they move a tight end from left to right. We'll drop back to pass here. Got a guy wide open over the middle. It's caught, and he's got nothing but green turf ahead of him. He's in for the touchdown. Slayton Pettit, who broke up the 3rd down pass, gets an easy pitch and catch and a wide open touchdown for the Dragons.
Yeah, blowing coverage there by CBs. I don't know who that was supposed to have that individual, but he was just let run free. You see him come off here.
I think Coop was probably supposed to knock him off his route. We saw a similar situation happen between the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Iowa State Cyclones on a breakaway touchdown. Linebacker's supposed to kind of push you off your route, but Cooper Statler, not used to normally playing linebacker, but it ends up being a easy pitch and catch for the touchdown. Extra point up, and it is good.
Yeah, you had the... It looks like the safety, Snodgrass, came in, and Cooper probably should have stayed with the guy and did not because he's used to playing the defensive line.
All right, 27-0 here as we take one more look at the touchdown. Yep, blown coverage, and he just catches it, and he had nothing but green turf ahead of him. 27-0, Cameron on Metro News TV.
Hi, all. This is Marshall Wilson, your Constitution Party candidate for governor of West Virginia. If you are sick of the games and the corruption in Charleston, I am your candidate. Marshall4wv.com. I'm a retired combat veteran, U.S. Army infantry officer, was a missionary in the Amazon jungle. My wife's a retired Navy captain, and we have 9 kids. I've served 2 terms in the West Virginia House of Delegates. Marshall4wv.com.
Welcome back to Blacksville, West Virginia here, where the Cameron Dragons are running wild against the Clay-Battelle Seabees 27-0. Hunter Wright set to kick it off, and Chance, he feels like the guy that I've called the name of the most today, as Savage has to backpedal to return the kickoff as he gets across the 25.
Looks like he got to the 30.
Yeah, he did get to the 30. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chance, but to me, the biggest difference between the two teams, Cameron's breaking tackles and Clay-Battelle is getting hit hard and buried into the turf.
It's this, you can see the speed differential between the two. I mean, they're hitting hard, but it's the fact that they're so fast. They're just driving through the opponent right now. And, you know, Cameron's just showing why.
They're a state championship contender.
Yeah, why they're a contender for the state title right now.
Clay-Battelle will take over for their 5th possession at their own 30-yard line as they line up in a stick-eye formation. Actually, no, they're going to line up in a wildcat. Maverick Gum is set to take the snap, the fullback. So he gets to the middle of the field, gets a solid gain of about 2 or 3 there. They're going to mark him down at the 32, so that'll be a gain of 2.
That is the first run by anybody besides Snodgrass tonight.
You can't say they haven't tried spreading it around, though.
No.
They've thrown some good passes. It's just been good coverage by the Cameron Dragons. I mean, seriously, all credit to these Dragons here tonight. They came to play.
They did. And right now in this first quarter, since they're Dragons, we'll say they're putting the burn on the Seabees right now.
I like that. I like that a lot. as it looks like this could be the final play of the first quarter if they so choose. I think they're going to run one more play here. Snodgrass is set to take the snap. Gets it, runs to the weak side of his blockers and gets across the 30 over to the 36 is where they'll mark him down, but that will be the final play of this first quarter as we count down on the final seconds. 27-0 Cameron. Cameron running wild here on the Clay-Battelle Seabees as we see the first touchdown of the night by the Dragons. It's 27-0. You are watching Clay-Battelle Seabees football against the Cameron Dragons on Metro News TV.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
With the right support and care, a seed can grow into a resilient plant. Recovery takes patience, intention, and a willingness to listen. Every path is different, and every story of substance use is an opportunity for transformation. When it comes to growing and restoring our communities, we need everyone to break through addiction. Learn more at backtolifewv.org.
Welcome back to Blacksville, West Virginia here, where we are now in the second quarter of play, and yes, you may be reading that score right. It's 27-0 Cameron here as we start the second quarter. Clay-Battelle has the ball for their fifth possession, if I'm correct, Chance? Fifth possession?
Yes, this is their fifth possession.
And a crucial 3rd down and 4 for the Seabees here. As Cooper Statler is set to take the snap. He's going to throw it as he's got a man, but he's actually he's underthrowing him. That was Tyson Price, the intended receiver. Actually, that may have been somebody else lined up to take the snap.
I do believe that was Cooper on that play. It wasn't a bad throw, it just wasn't very accurate.
Actually, I think that was Cameron Mercer, Chance. You know, I heard in practice yesterday that he actually had to do some freshman quarterback on JV 7-on-7.
Maybe that was.
They're going to punt this one away here again. Cooper Statler looks like he's the one set to take the snap. Corey Cohen, the long snapper, as they do a late substitution here for the Seabees. Good snap this time. End-over-end kick. Fair caught at about the 38-yard line. And that is where Cameron will take over. 1st down and 10. Be sure to, after this game, tune in to Metro News Game Night at 9:30 with Fred Persinger and Dave Jecklin. Chance, we talked about this before we went on air. We grew up on Game Night. Now he's multiple generations in for Fred Persinger and Dave Jecklin, so be sure to tune into that. As Cameron takes over 1st down and 10 as they line up in a pistol. Believe that is Wallace, the lone man in the backfield, and he gets the carry. Tackled at the ankles, but still is able to get an extra 3 yards.
It appears 65. Is that Willard?
Yeah, I believe that is Brody Willard. Look here on the replay. So he kind of got caught from behind on his shin, as he is the injured player down. So with 11:42 left to go, 2nd down and 1 for the Cameron Dragons.
Almost looks like the runner, Wallace's helmet may have come in contact with his knee. That's something you never want to see.
All right, we'll take a break here as your score is Cameron 27, Clay-Battelle Seabees nothing. You are watching Seabees and Cameron football here on Metro News TV, presented by Gomart.
Disasters happen. Pick the team that takes care of them all. Powered by offices in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. We have the right people, knowledge, and equipment to respond 24 hours a day.
I'm Neil Brown. When disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Welcome back to Clay-Battelle High School, where the Seabees trail by 27 over the Cameron Dragons, and Brody Willard is the man down injured for Clay-Battelle. And Chance, it's just been the tale of two stories here, and it's two programs that are on opposite ends of each other. One is on the up and up in Clay-Battelle, Cameron looking to contend for state titles, as we talked about in the beginning, but they're showing why they are in the positions that they're in just in one quarter.
Yeah, when you watch them, just how they play defense, they swarm, the speed you see the Dragons have out there, and then you look at Clay-Battelle trying to get something going. You can see there's some talent there. They've had some 4-yard runs. You get close to that first down, and it just always seems that there's a play that backfires on us. We watch a replay here. I think Wallace's helmet, you kind of see that it ain't the helmet, like the whole body just kind of rolls in on Willard's knee there. That is not a good look.
Yeah, and you hate to see that for the senior here, but I mean, it's a part of the game, and as it looks like they might be signaling for some extra linemen to come in and help him up now. You see the head coach of Clay-Battelle, Aaron Lepeau, out there with the trainer, Kim Cohen, and they're going to help him up now as we're looked over at the Cameron sideline. Good sign of sportsmanship there by the Dragons. They're all pretty much on a knee. As Brody Willard, I call him Patrick, Chance, because he's always got a smile on his face, and he says okay in kind of a Patrick voice like SpongeBob. But you just really hate to see that for the senior, as he's being helped off, though, by his teammates.
Yeah, you can see him there, unable to put any pressure on his left leg right now. Could be a knee, could be maybe a bone in there, but at this point in time, it is not a good look.
So Cameron here, I mean, do you try to mix things up a little bit, try some things that you maybe haven't tried before in your offense to see if they work, or do you just kind of keep going back to what was reliable, mixing up the run and the pass a little bit, but relying heavily on that run game?
I think it's one of those, if they want to work on some stuff, they can do it. If they wish not to put it on film for other people who are going to watch this later on.
I understand that.
you keep it in your pocket. But at this time, everything they have tried has worked. It's been, if you're a CB's fan, it's rough to watch at this point in time, but it also shows you what a program can be.
I will tell you this. They talk about how coaches prepare for games, but players win games. And Cameron tonight has just came out and played absolutely phenomenal to start this game up 27-0 here early in the second quarter, as they finally get the injured player Brody Willard off. And we should be getting ready to play here pretty soon. There was kind of a real hush over the crowd here as Brody Willard went down, though. You know he's an important figure on this team. Quiet guy, but an important figure.
Yeah, it's one of them right now. You kind of feel like you've got the feel for the game, how it's going to flow and how it's going to go. And right now, to both teams, both coaches, everything, you just want to get out of here healthy.
All right, so second down and a very short one here for Cameron. They're going to line up under center this time. Do a hard count. Easy first down, just like that. And Chance, I believe that is the first penalty that will be accepted on the Clay-Battelle Seabees, correct?
I do believe so, because we had one on Cameron earlier that backed up after a long run, gave him a first and I think 14. That will be the first ones on the Seabees.
So it'll be a first down and 10 here now in opponent territory. They're going to hand it off to the fullback here. That's Griffin Miller. And Miller just shakes off tackles, and he gets across the 35 over to the 32 And Chance, you're seeing it here on the replay. Maverick Gum, who is a extremely good tackler, we've seen it all season out of him, being able to wrap guys and pull them down. He's got the right technique. He's grabbing them by the knees, grabbing them by the ankles. They are just so strong on the lower body.
It's building the culture of the program. You can see Cameron's probably been in the weight room for 4 years. The Clay-Battelle and Aaron LePeau trying to get that culture going here at CB's, where it is a 12-month working on it out the year.
Yep, Wallace on the carry for the Dragons, and I think that was Cooper Statler, the middle linebacker. Chance, they switched him to middle linebacker last week. As we look here on the replay, nice little lower shoulder tackle to just basically upend the running back Wallace. Good technique there.
Yeah, he went down, he took his legs out, and the reason you can say that's good technique is anytime somebody's tried to hit him above that belt, he just runs through them. And he's like, no, this time I'm just going to take your legs out. We'll live to play second down.
A minimal gain, but still a gain of 2 as they line up in shotgun. They're going to hand it off to Wallace again, and he does get past the sticks. He's going to be very close to the red zone at the 21, and that will be another first down for Cameron. So, Chance, as you say here, that they're just trying it. Both teams kind of looking to go out healthy. It was a good fake there by Wallace to kind of look like he's going to go out wide, and then he just cuts back inside, kind of a misdirection play on the shotgun. Good play design there by the Dragons.
Like I said, once again, when I watch on here, you can see the size difference. Just Cameron using technique and speed to work around the size of the CB's front line.
Pistol formation here for Cameron. They fake the pitch, and it's going to be a QB keeper to the other side. Decent job there by Clay-Battelle, not getting a big gain out of it. Damian Toothman, Maverick Gum, and Cooper Statler there on the tackle. And you're going to hear Maverick Gum and Cooper Statler, the two names on the defensive side here tonight, as they are the two middle linebackers.
Yes, they're the playmakers on that defense, probably besides Landon Savage, who does a good job of coverage. Cameron's matriculating the ball down the field, though, pretty easily here. 9:08 left to go in this second quarter.
Second down and 3 here for the Dragons as they line up with a bunch of receivers over to the right side, 3 of them to be exact. They hand it off to Wallace. Wallace, stiff arms, gets some space into the open field, trucks a man over to the 5. He's going to be very close to the goal line. Are they saying he got a touchdown? Nope, they're going to mark him down at the 1. As we look here over on this replay, just stiff arms Caleb Snodgrass. Good job there by TJ Barr to basically just wrap him down. Now, TJ Barr, he's short enough to where he can wrap him at the hips standing up.
Yes.
But then he just fell down.
Yeah. I mean, you see with Wallace, with his speed and muscle, just he kept that momentum going forward and right over top of Barr.
Under center here for Cameron. Wide receiver on each side. Hand it off to the fullback there, Wallace, and he is in for the touchdown. 33-0 here with 8:20 left to go in the opening half, and it's all Dragons here so far. Just an easy fullback dive, good execution by the offensive line. You only needed 3 feet. You got about 6.
And that'll put, if my statistics are correct, that will put Wallace over the century mark to 101 yards.
And he's still got a lot of football left. Extra point snap is a little bit low, and it goes under the legs of the holder, and he's forced to make a play by himself, Sawyer Reed, and it's no good, so it will stay at 33-0. Look at this long run here as we go to break here. You are watching Metro News TV High School Football.
Hi, all. This is Marshall Wilson, your Constitution Party candidate for governor of West Virginia. If you are sick of the games and the corruption in Charleston, I am your candidate. Marshall4wv.com. I'm a retired combat veteran U.S. Army infantry officer, was a missionary in the Amazon jungle. My wife's a retired Navy captain, and we have 9 kids. I've served 2 terms in the West Virginia House of Delegates. Marshall4wv.com.
33-0 Cameron here with 8:20 left to go in the first half. The name I've called the most tonight, Hunter Reed, the kicker, because he's had a lot of duties here as the kicker.
Yeah, a lot of kickoffs and a lot of extra point attempts.
As he boots this one away, and nice kick, probably his best one so far, but it goes straight to Landon Savage. Let's see what he can do with it as he just gets wrapped and tackled, and he will take over at their own 30-yard line. And Chance, it's the same thing we've seen over and over again. And to tell you the truth, it's been the same thing even on special teams and kickoff units, even though the young guys may go in swarming to the ball, tackling an open field, only need one guy to bring them down.
Yeah, we've watched throughout the season, us being the voices of the Clay-Battelle Seabees, doing this on Metro News tonight. We've seen the speed that Landon Savage has. It's just the point that everybody on Cameron seems to run that fast also.
They line up in the stick eye here for the Seabees. They get the handoff to Snodgrass. Snodgrass bounces off a couple tacklers and gets close to the 35 over to the 34. Nice solid gain here. There's your 4 yards in a cloud of dust, Chance.
Yeah, we'll take that. That always, you get that on that one more here on the next play. You're looking at a 3rd and 2, which is much more manageable than it seems like what the Seabees have been ending up with.
Substitution here for the Seabees. Josiah Morgan coming in for Damian Toothman as he brings the play into his quarterback, Corey Cohen. 2nd down and 6. Same formation. Tight end on each side. Handed off to the fullback this time. It's Maverick Gum. Maverick shows some good hustle, being pulled from the back of his jersey, but it is the first down for the Seabees so far this game.
And that's what the Seabees have to do right now, is just find something to work off of. And that is, it's nice to get that first down out of the way. Maybe breathe a sigh of relief going in at halftime that at least you've gotten a 1st down.
Now, maybe getting greedy here, Chance, but let's see if they can get the ball in opponent territory, as there's a Seabee that's actually going to fall down injured here.
That is going to be Cooper Statler. He was limping pretty heavily after the play, and I think somebody finally looked at him and said, just go down because you're not ready to go.
While we have a break here, we'll take a look at Cameron's schedule here. Once again, only 1 loss on the season, but they're undefeated in the state of West Virginia, Chance. Their only loss is to Edison in PA, but wins over good teams. Some of the teams Clay-Battelle has gotten wins over in 100, but a historic program that's historically good in St. Mary's and Magnolia, they have a state championship to their belt. I think they've gotten better as the season has gone on, with a win over a good single-A team in Tyler Consolidated on the road, and then a 66-16 shellacking at Weirton Madonna. And to tell you the truth, I think it might be a little bit easier for the Cameron Dragons on this home stretch. Bridgeport, Ohio, we're not really sure how they are on this season, but you go to Pendleton County, that's around the same level as Clay-Battelle, and right now, Cameron's looking pretty good against that level of competition.
Yeah, you got a 46-0 win over Valley, which we traveled to Valley, and Valley's got a great ball club down there. And I'm looking at that between Valley, Weirton, Madonna. You're at least going to play 2 playoff teams. I would say probably between the Seabees and Magnolia, you're going to have a 3rd one.
You might have 4 in Tyler Consolidated. So 40% of your schedule is a quarter of the teams that are in the playoffs. So that is a really good battle test for the Cameron Dragons. It's very balanced for Cameron, and it's really going to go to show that probably come playoff time.
It is, and I know Tyler County, if their team, I don't know who was seniors, I've seen them last year, and I know that they're a very athletic team with not much size, kind of like we keep talking about with Cameron. You've seen, I think it was 13-6 was the score on that one, and it just goes to show somebody else was able to finally match up with their speed. They struggled with it a little bit. So it will be interesting as we get into the playoffs. We know Wahama is led by a one-man show at tailback. And if you can get somebody like Cameron, get in that matchup where everybody else on the field is just as quick as that tailback, maybe you find a way to slow it down. You pull the upset, because chances are, besides getting to Charleston and beating Wahama, whoever plays Wahama is going to have to go through Wahama.
Well, while they tend to the injured player, we'll take a quick break. You are watching high school football on Metro News TV.
West Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration, when disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the official restoration partner of Marshall Athletics, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Welcome back to Clay-Battelle High as the injured player Cooper Statler is being helped off the field by the trainer. And he is, Chance, doing a heavy limp on that left leg of his. And once again, he may be only a junior, but that's one of your leaders on the team on both sides of the ball, and you hate to see him go out.
Yeah, and you look down here at the bottom of your screen, looking here, you got Willard down. That's a big part of their defensive line. You got Cooper Statler coming over. At times as a part of their offensive line, defensive line mixture too. He's been spreading out, playing more now as a fullback and a linebacker. But as he gets to the sideline here, he goes down. You see Willard. Looks like he's pretty emotional laying on the table down there. I got a feeling that he's at least out for a couple weeks, if not longer.
You had an injury to your starting center, Alex Dancer. He just came back this week. All right, 1st down and 10 here for Clay-Battelle. I think they handed that off to Maverick Gum, and it went nowhere.
Lots of pressure coming up that middle, and I think this is the first team that we've seen be able to take advantage of that freshman center, and I think they're just blowing them.
This might be the first time, Chance, that I have seen J.J. Dawson, the freshman center, have a guy lined up right on his nose. And, going back to West Virginia football, Brandon Yates had a lot of high snaps last week. He had a guy right at his nose and was battling a hand injury. All right, they line up in a stick eye. They hand it off here to Snodgrass. Tries to stay on his feet, but just gets penetrated and put back behind the line of scrimmage, but forward progress will give him a gain of about 1.5 yards with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this half. Cameron still leads 33-0.
And when you watch the wider shot, Ethan, you can see Cameron at this point in time has no respect for the CB's passing attack at all. All 11 people are within 8 yards of the line of scrimmage. And at some point in time, as much as you don't want to put the ball up because you're down 33-0, if you're the CBs, at some point in time, you're going to have to do it just to try to keep that defense honest.
I think you have to, as you say, to keep the defense honest, but at the same time, Cameron just has so much speed that they're being able to fly out to where they correct their mistakes. Stick eye again. They are going to line up to pass here. Laying it out there, and he's got Josiah Morgan over to the 36 of Cameron, the first completed catch of the night. And look at that, 1st down and 10 for the CBs.
Yeah, that's a 20-yard pass right there to Morgan.
Great catch there. Good throw, good catch. Nice little celebration point.
It is the second completion of the night. Just the first one went for negative yards.
First positive completion. How about I put it that way?
There we go. First positive completion. Nice throw to get it out there.
Josh Wilson is lined up at the fullback position that takes Cooper Statler's place in the stick eye. They hand it off to Snodgrass, and he gets a gain of about 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 8 here for the CBs. Obviously the best drive so far by the CBs. So in this game, you get your first down and your first big play. I believe that was, how many yards was that, Chance? That was 20 yards on the play?
Yeah, 20 yards by Morgan. And once again, you see that. Now we got 3 yards on this run. You back them linebacking core, or at least the safeties up just a little bit, gives you an extra yard on that carry.
All right, same formation here. Josiah Morgan is the tight end to the left. Tyson Price, the tight end to the right. They hand it off to Snodgrass, and he's going to get tackled at the 31. So it'll bring up 3rd down and manageable here for the CBs.
I think you're going to see LePeau let his
young quarterback.
Sophomore quarterback, at least try to pass here to get this first down. We do got 4:02 and a running clock here in the second quarter.
I don't think the running clock goes until the second half, though.
Okay, and I mean, we're still at 33.
Yeah.
But we're running now just off of the run. But, you know, if you're the CBs, go down, put it in the end zone, give yourself a little bit of something to build off of for the second half.
All right, 3rd down and 5 here for the CBs. Same formation with a stick eye. Going to hand it off to Snodgrass, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Just gets really wrapped there by one of the defensive tackles. That is, I believe, let's see here on the replay.
That's your kicker, I think, that made the...
No, it was 53. That's Wes Starcher, a senior on this Dragons side. You could still go for it here on 4th down. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I think that is what they're going to do here, lining up with Cohen under center.
The guys in the backfield are Josh Wilson, Maverick Gum, and Caleb Snodgrass. They go hard count, and they jump off sides. I still think they're going to have to go for it here.
I do. I'm correct. I think that was a 4th and 6, so it would have made it a much more manageable 4th and 1.
Good old tush push time, Chance?
I can see that happening. We have not seen Cohen run the ball much this season, but at the same
Matter of
time,
fact, I don't think he's ran it once.
I know he's a strong kid, and you're going to line up probably Maverick Gum right behind him. Looks like you also got 63 there in the backfield.
Yeah, that's Josh Wilson. They did a hard count again, but Cameron didn't jump this time. Oh, they fumbled the snap. And it's going to be a loss of a yard on the play, and Cameron will take over on downs. Cohen just getting a little bit ahead of himself there. You're going to have that mistake from a young quarterback. Yeah, he just didn't grab it in his hands completely. And he has to fall on it, and that will be a turnover on downs.
2:34 here to go in the second quarter. Cameron has a chance. We spoke about on a running clock. I got a feeling they're going to try to take it down, put it in the end zone, so when we come out in that second half, they do get that running clock of the 35 points.
You might want to run the ball here just for one play to try and do your 2-minute offense here if you're Cameron. You might not get many opportunities to run that the rest of the season. They do run the ball. Bounces off one of his blockers and has some open space. Tyson Price with a good tackle over the 40-yard line. I'll tell you what, Clipson Wallace is just a extremely powerful runner. Look at how he bounces off one of his linemen here and then cuts up to the opposite side of the field. But a good tackle there by Tyson Price in the open field. If he hadn't made that tackle, he might be still running.
Yes, I agree with that. And I will tell you this, if I'm not announcing a high school football playoff game during the time, if Cameron and Wahama play, I think I know where I'm traveling to. I think it's going to be.
Is it worth the price of admission?
I think that one's going to be worth the price of admission.
1st down and 10 for the Cameron Dragons. Line up at a pistol. Hand it off to Wallace again. He gets across midfield and is broken a tackle, and he gets across. He's still going, breaking tackles left and right and going to the 20. And out of bounds at the 19-yard line with 1:46 left to go. They are in the red zone there. What a powerful run there by Clipson Wallace. 1 tackle. Let's see here if he breaks another one. 2 tackles, 3 tackles, 4 tackles. And 5 and 6 push him out of bounds. They said, you know what, we can't get you down. Yeah, and we can't get you on the ground. We might as well give you no more field left to run on. There was no out of bounds. He might be still running. All right. 1st down and 10 here for Cameron. Why not hand it off to Old Reliable? That's Wallace again. But Wallace doesn't get much. Actually, no gain on the play. Chance, I could be wrong, but is that his first negative carry so far?
I don't know if it's negative. It looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I'm trying to give the CBs credit where I can here. No gain is still a negative gain, right?
I will take it on that. It is his only rush that he did not gain yardage on. Let's put it that way. It was a nice play, though, by
his
Alex
only
Dancer
neutral carry. All right, the tailback in the backfield is Slayton Pettit. Wallace is the fullback. and they'll hand it off to the fullback Wallace. Bounces off his blockers over to the outside, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cameron. So we will have a running clock here in the second half if no score is made. Actually, if no score is made by the Clay-Battelle Seabees, and they only got 56 seconds to do it. And they've also not shown that they have been able to move the ball into the end zone. But, you know, that was a really good carry by Wallace again. He just followed his blockers all the way to the end zone. Didn't even need to break any tackles. Man I've called all night, Hunter Wright, goes up for his extra point, and it is good. All right, so we will be back here with the final half of play. You are watching Metro News TV's high school football.
Welcome to your home among the hills. At West Virginia Wesleyan College, you'll unearth new passions, be exposed to fresh perspectives, and find what drives you. This place of discovery is where you can become a scientist, a leader, an athlete, a performer, a friend. Opportunities include research, internships, and study abroad. Plus, our vibrant community makes for experiences you'll never forget. Discover yourself at West Virginia Wesleyan College.
Welcome back to the final minute of the first half here at Clay-Battelle High School as Cameron leads by a score of 40-0 over the Seabees. Hunter Wright set to kick off here. Run your 1-minute offense if you're Clay-Battelle. Maybe you just need it and go into halftime in the locker room.
Yeah, save yourself the chance of getting somebody else injured. I do see they've gotten the crutches out for Willard there.
All right, they're going to do a booming kick here to Savage. Let's see what he can do with it. As he breaks one tackle, but then gets sandwiched in between two Cameron Dragon defenders and gets tackled at the 30. Now down to 50 seconds left to go in the first half. I think the more concerning thing is that would we see Cooper Statler come in, because we clearly saw when he went down, Brody Willard wasn't going to come back into this game. And I'm looking and seeing if I can find Cooper Statler, and I don't see him. All right, first down and 10 here for the Seabees. Snodgrass gets the carry, tries to dance at the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't get anything. A loss on the play of 1 yard.
Now Alex Dancer for the Seabees gets up limping.
He just came back from injury, too.
The referee's motioning to keep the clock moving on that run there, and he finally gets the clock going again. I do think they're going to have to run one more play, even though I do not see the play clock rolling.
I don't think we have I could be mistaken, but I think that's been on 40 all night. So we'll see. This will probably be the final play of the first half here. Second down and 11 for the Seabees. Maverick Gum takes the carry. Does get a solid gain of about 3 yards, and that will be the final play of the first half. All Cameron so far.
Looking for a path to success.
40-0. We will have a running clock in the second half, as Cameron has just completely dominated this first half. Chance, how many touchdowns has Cameron had on the ground as opposed to passing? 2 passing touchdowns,
They've got
3 rushing touchdowns.
3 rushing, and you've got the 1 on the muff punt.
Yeah, the special teams penalty here. So I guess what do you see out of the Clay-Battelle Seabees, or both sides? What would you like to see out of them?
I think coming out in the second.
Looking for a path.
In the second half, you're just going to have to, if the Seabees, find something positive. If you're Cameron, just keep doing what you're doing.
All right, that will do it for the first half of play. We'll take a break and come back. You are watching high school football on Metro News TV.
Looking for a path to success in service? The West Virginia Army National Guard offers unmatched opportunities. Earn your degree with up to 100% tuition assistance while gaining invaluable leadership skills. Join a team dedicated to community, state, and country. The West Virginia Army National Guard, where your future starts today. Visit NationalGuard.com WV to learn more. We guard West Virginia.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or GoMart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
Welcome to your home among the hills. At West Virginia Wesleyan College, you'll unearth new passions, be exposed to fresh perspectives, and find what drives you. This place of discovery is where you can become a scientist, a leader, an athlete, a performer, a friend. Opportunities include research, internships, and study abroad. Plus, our vibrant community makes for experiences you'll never forget. Discover yourself at West Virginia Wesleyan College.
Cruise into game day with a car from Dan Calva Toyota World. Pull up to your tailgate in an all-new Toyota Tacoma. Or catch a good deal on a Toyota Tundra. Take game days to the next level with these all-new 2025 hybrid Camrys. From game day to every day. We have a vehicle that's right for you. At Dan Calva Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world!
High school football on Metro News Television is brought to you by GoMart, your one-stop shop for hometown convenience. Head over to GoMart.com to score everything you need to be the ultimate fan and win big for your hometown team. Go for good times. Go for GoMart. Chance, you were showing me a little bit of the scores from around the state. I think that Wahama score is really what sticks out to me. Wahama 21, South Harrison in AA, nothing.
That's South Harrison, number 8th ranked AA South Harrison.
Was set to host a playoff game.
Yes.
I mean, that is absolutely incredible here. As
then
we
you
look
also got Riverview and Montcalm, which both are ranked, one 18th, one 16th. Riverview up 7-6.
Well, that's one of those playoff spots, though, if you're Riverview or Montcalm, that could be knocked out of the playoff spot rankings. As we said, you know, CB's looking to try and get a playoff spot here. All right, you are watching high school football on Metro News Television.
We could all use a little more time outdoors with a fresh fall escape to West Virginia.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
West Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration, when disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Welcome back to Clay-Battelle High School as we are at halftime here, and the Cameron Dragons lead by a score of 40-0 over the Clay-Battelle Seabees. And Chance, you have some scores that you want to bring up to our attention, to the people who may be streaming this game?
Yeah, when you get into the single-A playoff picture, we mentioned there was a lot of teams down towards the, we'll say, 9th through 16th that are fighting to get in. We do believe that the Clay-Battelle Seabees still have a chance to get in. I was trying to look at some of their matchups or people they'll be fighting to get into the playoffs with. You've got Tyler Consolidated at the number 10th ranked team in single A, up 23-0 over Ravenswood right now. You've got, I'm trying to find it here, East Hardy is down 26-0 to Moorfield.
Those teams were on the bubble in my calculations.
I'm looking here for a couple more real quick to kind of put out, but there is, just to give you some AA scores right now, Wayne, number 6 in AA, is 7-7 with Chapmanville. You've got Wheeling Central up 35-12 over Pittscarrick, Pennsylvania.
Tyler Consolidated would get AA points if they continued their lead, but it's 21-0 over Ravenswood. I think the thing that stood out to me, Chance, when we were looking at this scoreboard is maybe not something that maybe catches everyone's attention, but in Quad A, we saw University is down 21-6 over Spring Mills. But Chance, Spring Mills hasn't been scored on all year. So let alone to do it at all, but in the second quarter, you get put 6 points on the board. Spring Mills is probably going, oh man, season's over.
It makes you wonder. I'd like to know what that 6 points came off of. What I'm wondering is if University didn't get the ball at the beginning of the game and returned the kickoff all the way. And here's the defense who hasn't been scored upon all season, looking at themselves like, our special teams let us down and allowed the points to go in.
They're still up 21-6 though, Chance. They're probably firmly in control of that one. But it honestly might be a good thing to get that monkey off your back of being held everybody scoreless throughout the game, because you know who they got next week? Martinsburg.
And that is going to be a hard-hitting game between two teams. But you look at Martinsburg doing Martinsburg things again versus number 10th ranked Washington, 30-0.
Yeah, Joe Mercado is over at Woodrow Wilson in Princeton. I believe Woodrow Wilson has the lead in that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward here. Not able to get the score real quick, but I do know that the Metro News Quad A game was Parkersburg South versus Morgantown. That one is knotted up at 7 at halftime.
Tara Malone, our Metro News reporter at Wahama and South Harrison. That should be a good game. Greg Carey over at the WVU basketball scrimmage. You are watching high school football on Metro News TV.
My name is Micah Daniels from Huntington, West Virginia. I'm at Bridge Valley and I'm working on earning an associate's degree in manufacturing. Jumpstart is a career savings program for skilled workers. You know, with blue-collar work, you always need money for tools. So with that Jumpstart program, I can rest easy. New sets of tools need to be bought. I'm good.
The Jumpstart Savings Program is celebrating skilled workers and offers state tax advantages while you save for future expenses. Find out if a Jumpstart Savings account is right for you. Take the quiz today.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or GoMart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
With the right support and care, a seed can grow into a resilient plant. Recovery takes patience, intention, and a willingness to listen. Every path is different, and every story of substance use is an opportunity for transformation. When it comes to growing and restoring our communities, we need everyone to break through addiction. Learn more at backtolifewv.org.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Welcome back, and we are at halftime here at Clay-Battelle High, where the Cameron Dragons lead by a score of 40-0. Now let's go to Joe Bricado for this week's Top Plays.
We are nearing the business end of the regular season with the Week 7 edition of the Metro News Top Plays. Play 20, Nicholas County shut out Braxton County 42-0. The Grizzlies jump out to a quick lead when Colton Helms looks to the end zone. Jacob Hamilton just stays in bounds at the pylon on an 8-yard touchdown catch. Play 19, we jump back to Week 6 in Buffalo's win over Calhoun County. Caden Craig takes a shotgun snap. He buys some time, buys some more time, and now it's time to tuck and run. Craig dances through the defense and route to the end zone on a 45-yard touchdown run. Play 18, this is part of a 6-touchdown night for Dane Hatfield and Herbert Hoover's 49-0 win over Wayne. Hatfield tossed 4 touchdown passes and he ran for 2 scores, including this 50-yard touchdown run. Play 17, University High has won back-to-back games to even their record of 3-3. The Hawks defeated Connellsville, PA, and Hayden George does his part here to help the defensive effort with a leaping interception. Play 16, a trio of plays from the Wirt County-Pocahontas County game in Dunmore. Devin Burgess takes the quick pass on the line of scrimmage, and he's off to the races on a 65-yard touchdown strike for the Warriors. But Wirt County scored 39 points in the second quarter and route to the 67-12 win. The Tigers received a pair of long touchdown passes in that second stanza from Tyler Smith to Isaiah Sampson, covering 40 and 32 yards. Play 15, Cabell Midland picked up their first win of the season by defeating Musselman on the road, 49-35. Landon Taylor jumps in front of the pass. He's got a clear path to the end zone on a 28-yard pick six. Play 14, Tug Valley won their home opener and improved to 6-0 with a 41-6 win over Riverview. Preston May is pressured. He throws off his back foot, but it's on time and in stride to Ashton Davis for a 27-yard score. Play 13, a pair of plays from Scott's 55-8 win over Logan. Special teams points putting the Skyhawks on the board here when Isaiah Bush reels in the punt at his 37. He reverses field to the sideline, and he will not lose the sprint to the end zone after a 63-yard return. And now the Scott defense joins the party. Caden Sharps elevates for the interception near midfield. Sharps then returns it all the way to the end zone on a 50-yard return for a touchdown. Play 12, the 100 Hornets picked up their first win of the season. In a triumph at Payton City, Trey Huggins goes deep down the middle of the field, and Joey Wade is there to reel in a 51-yard touchdown strike. Play 11, 2 different players for Ripley scored 4 touchdowns each in a 56-25 win at Sissonville. Cody Lawrence gets points on the board here on special teams as he scoops and scores off the blocked field goal from 67 yards. And Noah Casto found the end zone 4 times. Casto fights his way through traffic, dodging several tackle attempts on a 40-yard touchdown run. Ripley is now 5-1. Into the top 10 we go. Tyler consolidated, improved to 4-2 with a 55-7 win at Oak Glen. Big night for Branson Winfrey. He breaks off an 86-yard touchdown run here. That's part of a 367-yard performance from Winfrey in the game. Play 9, a pair of plays from the Huntington Spring Valley game. Lee McGuire goes deep for the Timberwolves, and Jalen Abercrombie has it at midfield. He keeps his feet and route to the end zone on a 80-yard touchdown catch. But Avante Crawford was the story in Huntington's 40-21 win. This pick 6 seals the game on the final play. That was one of 2 picks for Crawford. He also returned a fumble for a score and tossed 3 touchdown passes on offense. Play 8, a pair of plays from the Parkersburg South Bridgeport game. South goes deep here when Colin Hayes connects with Taj Joyce, and yet another top plays appearance for that duo. Joyce covers 81 yards on the touchdown reception. But Bridgeport moved to 7-0 with the 56-21 win. The Indians putting points on the board courtesy of their special teams when Alex Moses returns a kickoff at his 22. He has gone 78 yards for 6 points. Play 7, just like Bridgeport, Wahama improved to 7-0 with a 54-7 win over Ritchie County. Wyatt Harris fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. That's a good decision as Harris rumbles 67 yards to the end zone. And of course, Connor Lambert will enter the chat. Lambert scoops up the punt on the hop at his 30. He spins, gets to the sideline, and wins the foot race to the end zone from 70 yards away for the touchdown. Play 6, a quartet of plays from the Morgantown-Martinsburg game at Pony Lewis Field. Maddox Twig with a quick pass to A.J. Thomas, and the senior running back does the rest. Thomas is into the end zone on a 47-yard score. Now the Mohegans go to their deep passing game. Twig, the freshman, to Carter Cooper. Cooper makes a terrific catch in traffic and just gets over the goal line on a 60-yard score. But Martinsburg pulled away in the second half to win their 20th consecutive game by the final of 51-14. Coy Fagan to Kyrie Bunny. Bunny makes the contested grab from 34 yards out, and that duo is not done. Fagan is pressured, but he gets it away, and once again, Bunny is there for a 12-yard score. Play 5, a pair of plays from Fairmont Seniors' 34-14 win over Wheeling Park. It is scoop and score time for the Polar Bears. Logan Canfield puts points on the scoreboard as he returns the fumble 62 yards for a touchdown. Then the weekly appearance for Fairmont Seniors' Cannon Dinger is a good one. Dinger splits 2 defenders, spins away from 2 more on a 44-yard score to ice the game 34-14. Play 4, a pair of players from the Hurricane Capital game. Capital's Damian Johnson steps up for the Cougar defense as he intercepts the pass and quickly makes his way to the end zone on a 72-yard pick 6. But Noah Villathombi filled up the stat sheet and the scoreboard for the Redskins in their 63-28 win. Villathombi refuses to be brought down on a 65-yard touchdown tote. Villathombi accounted for 9 total touchdowns and 436 yards of total offense. Play 3 is the winning sequence for Hampshire in their 29-28 overtime win at East Harding. Trailing 28-21 in OT, Landon Eversole swings it out to Andrew Loy. Loy jukes a defender at the 15, barrels through 2 defenders, and gets inside the pylon on a 20-yard touchdown. The Trojans go for 2 in the win. Eversole to the corner of the end zone, and Wyatt Swanger reels it in for the game-winning 2-point conversion. Play 2, Dodders County picked up an impressive 26-6 win at previously unbeaten South Harrison. Landon Thomas lines up at defensive end, and he makes yet another top play's appearance as he lays out for a diving interception. And finally, the top play for Week 7, the game-changing play in George Washington's 30-23 win over Parkersburg. Trailing by 2 in the fourth quarter, Solomon Farrell intercepts the pass at his own goal line, and Farrell has a full head of steam to make it all the way on a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown, turning a 2-point deficit into a 6-point lead. Solomon Farrell of George Washington earns top honors with the Week 7 Metro News top play.
Diabetic neuropathy is the most common complication of diabetes. Damage to the nerves leads to burning, tingling, and stabbing sensations in the feet. Spinal cord stimulation is a pacemaker for pain. We use electrical stimulation in the spinal cord to block pain signals. The relief of pain and restoration of normal function are near miraculous. We're on the cutting edge of pain treatment for the people of West Virginia.
Kick off the season with unbeatable deals at Dan Cava GMC. Show up to game day in style with an all-new GMC Sierra truck. Catch a good deal on our wide selection of GMC Canyons. And don't miss out on these game-changing offers on our GMC Acadias. From game day to every day, we have a vehicle that fits your needs. So score big at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop the world.
Ready? It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right. Recover. Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Welcome back to Clay-Battelle as we are just about set and ready to kick off for the second half, but we'll still give you some highlights here of the first half. And Chance, all first half, all Cameron highlights so far as they open this one out with a toss pass over to Slayton Pettit, and he walks in easy for 6. Next play, nice little touchdown pass over to Mason Scott. He got that one, and that made it a 13-0 game. A special teams touchdown also thrown in there. Then a blown coverage. Cameron Waltz in the end zone for 6. Once again, like I said, all Cameron here, and it has also been the Clipson Wallace show as he's been breaking tackles left and right. Got very close to the end zone there, but the very next play, why not hand off to Wallace? He only needs 3 feet. You get him 6. 6 points in 6 feet. Wallace again, over to the left side, bounces off his blockers, and then just follows them into the end zone. Like I say, all this first half has been is Cameron.
You notice, though, with that tailback there, like, it's hard to teach that to young kids to follow the blocks like he was.
All right. We'll have the second half coming up after this on Metro News TV.
I'm preparing to save lives.
I'm making a difference. I am learning from the best.
In state-of-the-art facilities. I'm a nursing student.
At West Virginia Wesleyan College.
With skilled nurses needed more than ever, West Virginia Wesleyan wants to help you launch your own in-demand career. You'll benefit from a recent $500,000 upgrade to our nursing labs. Learn from expert faculty and be considered for generous scholarships. Become a nurse. Start your journey at West Virginia Wesleyan College.
Looking for a path to success in service? The West Virginia Army National Guard offers unmatched opportunities. Earn your degree with up to 100% tuition assistance while gaining invaluable leadership skills. Join a team dedicated to community, state, and country. The West Virginia Army National Guard, where your future starts today. Visit nationalguard.com/WV to learn more. We guard West Virginia.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in West Virginia, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Look at that nice little moon here over at the Blacksville skyline on this cool, crisp fall night here at Clay-Battelle High. CBs have a lot of work to do, though, down 40-0 over the Cameron Dragons. Chance, give me a game plan here. What both teams need to do here to start this second half?
I believe, you're Cameron, you just want to keep doing what you're doing. But what I will say is, even up 40-0 as Cameron, we talk about them being in the state title hunt. They may want to try some new stuff. Don't know if you want to put it on film. That's always the old adage against doing that. But at the same time, I think you allow your team to just try some different plays. Whenever you come with CBs, you just want to get something positive out of this. If it's, a long drive, even if you don't end up with points, you're just looking for something positive to tell the kids going in the next week, because I do think you have a chance of making the single-way playoffs. You can't allow losing to one of the top teams in the playoffs to change that mindset.
Here's what I will say, Chance. There have been 2 shutouts by Cameron so far this year. Once against 100 and once against Valley Wetzel, who, by the way, beat you early in the season. I think if you're able to get on the scoreboard, if you're Clay-Battelle, anyway, shape nor form, know how. If you can get on the scoreboard, I think that is a goal that you could possibly set here.
You're showing improvement in your team. Like, you look at a Valley Wetzel who you lost to, and we've said since the Tigers Valley game, we've seen a different CB's team being the voice of them every week, and you see them getting better. I know tonight is going to be a rough night for the boys on this sideline over here, But at the same time, you got to give all the credit to Cameron. I mean, Cameron has showed up, taken care of business, done it the right way. They've been just technique-wise superb.
Physical, fast, and just absolutely perfection so far from Cameron, as they will receive the ball to start this second half of play. Changing up the captains a little bit here, but still all seniors for the CB's Maverick Gum. Brian Vega, the kicker, who is a double-duty athlete, you could call him. He's a cross-country runner as well as the place kicker. And then I call him the Juice, Cameron Lloyd, because he's always jumping up and down over there on the sidelines, encouraging his teammates.
You brought up cross-country. I'm going to have to brag for a minute, Ethan.
Hey, you can brag about cross-country all you want to. I'm a former cross-country runner myself.
You're a former cross-country runner, and I've got two girls, Aaliyah and Mila, who run with the Ritchie County Middle School Blazers team, who finished 4th out of 34 teams at pretty well the state meet in Doddridge County last Tuesday, and just extremely proud of them and the improvements they've made throughout the year of getting out there and running. And I will tell you, for nobody who's ever seen a cross-country meet, all respect to them athletes that are out there. That is not an easy sport.
You had to watch a race in the pelting hail.
I did. I was wanting the guy to just fire the gun and get the race started because it was hurting, and it just, they are in their running shorts and a, kind of muscle shirt jersey thing, and getting pelted, and the gun went off, and they ran like any other athlete would that's competing. And it's all respect to those athletes that ran down there at that event.
I will say, Kobe Bryant once said, there's nothing better than being a girl dad. You are a girl dad, and you show it proudly.
And I will bring up Callie. I got a 16-year-old daughter, Callie, who went to her homecoming dance. And, proud of my daughters. But it was all respect when you bring up cross-country to what them athletes do.
All right, so we are going to have reduced quarters here, 6-minute quarters. Brian Vega set to kick the ball for the first time. Nice kick as it rolls over past the 20, and it's going to be returned by Pettit. Pettit into the open field. He may take this one for 6, and he's got nobody ahead of him, and he is going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Cameron. A 46-0 lead. Heartbreak for the CBs.
Yeah, and it looked like the coverage was coming down. It was just the speed. You'll see Dirty here come in down on the lower part of the field. I thought he was going to get a chance at him, number 8 there, and he just used his speed and cut it to the outside.
That is a fast wide receiver there by Cameron. This Dragon side really just has unbelievable speed for a single-A side, or any side, let alone a single-A side. Hunter Wright set to kick the extra point here, as the snap is good and the kick is up, and it is good. Probably his best kick of the night so far.
Reached almost all the way back to the track back here. I do believe that kid's leg may come into play later in the season, because I think he can hit a 35-yard field goal if needed.
Yeah, and he puts some very good arch on that kick too, but the wild part is he just toes that ball. He just kicks it flat out with his toe. So once again, only 15 seconds off the clock here in the second half. But if you're Clay-Battelle, you're kind of just starting the second half over. You're basically just saying, okay, the goal here now is to just kind of get on the scoreboard.
It is. It's get on the scoreboard. It's build for next week. You almost turn this second half into, you hate to say it because you're competing for a win, but you turn it into a practice session. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're playing a very competitive Cameron team that if you're able to do anything positive against them, we just said Bally Wetzel, who has, I think, Darby's his name down there, one of the better athletes in single A, and they took that kid and shut him down to 0 points. You find a way to get on the board, you're showing the improvements you're making throughout the year.
Clay-Battelle, to finish the season, has 2 games on the road at Bellsville, Ohio, and Magnolia, 2 winnable games. But you could be looking at, on that final game of the season, you say, okay, folks, winner makes the playoffs. Let's see who stays on last. As Clay-Battelle is getting ready for their first possession of this second half, as the kick is ready, and it is away. That's a great kick, as Savage has to kind of trot back there, and he gets a couple good blocks, dances around the field, but is going to be tackled at the 25-yard line, and that is where Clay-Battelle will take over, first down and 10. I'm not seeing Patrick Willard, I will say, though, I wasn't really expecting to see him. The one thing that is really concerning, though, still no Cooper Statler out there for the CBs.
Yeah, and I don't even see him on the sideline at all either. And I will say this, Patrick Willard was helped into a side-by-side and driven off right around the beginning of halftime, or right before.
All right, shotgun formation here for the CBs. Maverick to the quarterback's right, but they hand it off to Caleb Snodgrass as he gets a few yards over across the 30. Gain of 5 on the play. Chances that Caleb's largest carry of the night so far?
He had a 6-yard carry on his 4th carry. That's the only one I have bigger. He has one other 5-yard carry. He is right now 15 carries for 30 yards. You got Maverick Gum, who has 4 carries for 12 yards.
Pardon me if I'm wrong. Quick math here. That's a 2-yard average.
That's a 2-yard average. And you're looking at it right now, 8 people in the box.
They're going to hand it off to the fullback this time, Maverick Gum. Maverick gets tackled at the line of scrimmage, but is able to churn some yards forward, gets across to the 36, and a first down. As we look here on the replay, Maverick, like I say, got initially tackled there at the line of scrimmage.
It was a nice block by Carson Moore there to open up a little bit of a hole for Maverick to get through to get that first down.
A lot of young guys on this Clay-Battelle side. You got a sophomore quarterback, a sophomore at running back, and a center freshman.
You've got Wallace, who's a senior for Cameron. He won't be back next year. He's, I think, at 174 yards rushing so far this game.
So a quick little bubble screen out here to Savage as they just try to get him in some space. He's going to get tackled at about the 39-yard line. Still a gain of about 4 yards on the play. Nice drive starting out here for the CBs in this second half.
You know, once again, Landon Savage is not a slow ball player.
He's not easy to bring down either.
You just see the swarm of the Dragons here of Cameron. He catches the ball, and there's 4 to 5 guys there. It looks like a great episode of Game of Thrones is what it is, with the lady with the dragons just coming from every which direction.
She had 3, if I'm not mistaken, but you need 11 on a football side. Anyway, tripped up by the turf monster. Maverick Gum gets a minimal gain. And that will, I think, be a loss of 1 on the play by Maverick Gum. Like I say, I don't think Corey tripped him up. I think he just slipped on the turf there. But we're getting into that kind of fall season. The turf starts to get a little wet. We're right by a creek. You'll see some low swarming fog here around this time of year sometimes. So anyway, 3rd down and 7 here for the CBs. Gonna hand it off to Snodgrass. Snodgrass gets a good couple of blocks and gets across the sticks for a first down. I know that's his largest carry of the night so far.
Yes, that is. I've got 10 yards on that, giving him up to 40 for the night. See who we got leading out here, 55 with a nice block opening things up.
That's, I believe that is Carson Moore, another senior. He's not leaving without a fight.
Nope, and it is. It's nice to see right now. I know that when we spoke to LePeau earlier this year, he just talked about, I want to make sure that when you play us, you know you played us at the end of the night and that there's no quitting the boys. And so far right now, you're starting to see that the scoreboard is not looking good for him, but it's just about finding something positive.
Shotgun formation. They're going to drop back to pass here. Corey Cohen's going to lay it out there, overthrows his intended target, Josiah Morgan, so that one will fall incomplete. There's a young quarterback, you know, just trying to learn his reads a little bit, overthrows his intended receiver a little bit, but teaching moment in a game like this, you like to see Coach LePeau opening up the playbook to his young quarterback.
Yeah, like I said, use this as a practice session. I do believe that before the end of the year, or if you are able to make it into the playoffs, you're going to need Cohen to be able to complete some good passes.
All right. Twins receivers to the right here of Savage and Price. They hand it off to Caleb Snodgrass, and he's tripped up. I think he did get tripped up by his quarterback that time. So it'll be 3rd down and 11 for the CBs on their best drive so far offensively of the night. as we're approaching the final minute chance of this third quarter. The tight end to the left is Josiah Morgan. Tyson Price and Landon Savage are the receivers to the right. Little bubble screen there to Savage. Tries to break a tackle, but is not going to get loose, and the Dragons swarm the nest.
They do. It is, you see the defensive lineman, everybody just moves so quickly to that.
As we look here on the replay, nice job on the initial tackle by Maverick Lilly.
Also seen Gabriel Kinnear, if I'm pronouncing it right.
Kinnear.
I am.
4th down and 10 here for Clay-Battelle. I think you just leave it all out there. You try and go for this.
I agree with that, and I do want to put something out there for the Cameron people at home that may be watching this, and that is, looks like we're going to a timeout here. I will make that statement probably after we take a break, Harry.
All right, we'll take a break here as that was the final play of the third quarter. You are watching high school football on Metro News TV.
When we think about substance use disorder in our communities, we can use this as an example of how to work together. It may seem small, but in creating this mural, everyone played a role in breaking through stigma and turning this wall into something vibrant and meaningful. This is a huge sign of support, solidarity, and love. When it comes to how we think about recovery, it takes all of us to break through addiction. Learn more at backtolifewv.org.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or gomart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
Welcome back to Clay-Battelle High as we start the final quarter of play here. CBs are going to go for it on 4th down and 10. Going to fake the screen pass to the right, lay it up there, and they're going to get picked off by the Dragons. That is number 20, Hayden Boner, on the interception for the Dragons, and he takes it over to the 36-yard line of Clay-Battelle.
Nice pick by him. Cohen put a ball up there. It looked like Josiah just didn't cut it off soon enough. And
he was immediately pressured, though. He had to float it out there.
He did. He put it up, and you can see it even on the replay there. There's 4 white jerseys around it. It was 4th down. I know on the stat sheet you don't want to see the interception if you're Corey Cohen, but at the same time, that's what you got to do if you have any chance of getting that first down.
Good coverage there, though, by Hayden to just read the ball and pick it off, almost like an arm punt. All right, backups into the game now for Cameron, as it looks like number 31, Cale Winters, gets the carry for the Dragons. I believe that's Griffin Miller also in there at quarterback.
Make this comment real quick while they're getting the play in there, Ethan. We were down on the sideline before the beginning of the game, and I just want to give a shout out to the Cameron ball players. Very respectful. We were catching some of the stray balls, tossed them in. Always got to thank you. Very respectful team out there.
Good coach, too. Talked to him a little bit before the game. They hand it off here to Taylon Brown, and Brown gets into the open field and ends up getting a first down carry there. Tackled by the senior Maverick Gum, a senior tackling a freshman there. Let's take a look here on the replay. Bounces off a tackler, somehow gets away from TJ Barr, reverses field, and just gets wrapped up. Maverick Gum just said, yeah, you're a freshman. I ain't letting you getting away from me. Ball is at the 26-yard line, first down and 10. Trips receivers to the left here as they hand it off here to number 33, Gunnar Lilly, and I think he got into the end zone. Nope, they're going to mark him down at the 1. Well, if you're Coach Tim Brown, I think you got to give the boy his carry so he can get that extra yard and get into the end zone.
Yeah,
he even showed on the sideline, say, one more, Coach.
Yeah, he was going to the sideline. The coach is like, you stay out there. I'd say.
I honestly think he got in, Chance. But the referee had a better look than I did, so I'll trust his judgment there. But from our angle there, it looked like he may have gotten in before he stepped out of bounds. All right. Gunnar Lilly is the fullback behind the quarterback under center. They got to take a timeout here, though, because they had some miscommunication there. So Cameron will take the first timeout, I think, maybe of this game so far.
I do believe that is the first timeout, Ethan.
So 3 minutes and 17 seconds left to go here in this game. Cameron leads 47-0, but are 1 yard, 3 feet, whatever you want to call it, away from making it 53-0 here. And chance that the thing I think you got to think about for the Seabees is that you're going to get the ball back at least one more time in this game. You hope that you can put something on the scoreboard, maybe.
Agreed. Like I said, it's all about making something positive for them. I did see, Hunter Wright down there stretching the leg out, getting ready for the extra point. He has been a busy individual tonight, and his right leg may be sore come tomorrow morning.
Right leg sore, left leg fine.
That's how it's going to be.
Actually, sorry, right toes hurting, left leg and toes fine. All right, 1 yard away from the end zone here for the Cameron Dragons as they line up under center. The quarterback, Miller. Lilly, the fullback, fumbled the snap, and it looks like Clay-Battelle's got it. That is Caden Straussnider on the recovery for the Seabees. He's getting some pats on the back, decked out in pink tonight for the pink out. And Clay-Battelle gets their first turnover on the night.
That's their first stop of the night. That's their first turnover of the night. I said end the game with something positive, and there it is for the Seabees.
He's also a junior, so you'll have him back next year. So Caden Straussnider gets the fumble recovery, and Clay-Battelle will take over at their own 3 yard line, first down and 10 on a running clock here as we approach 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. See if the Seabees can get on the scoreboard. A toss play to Snodgrass does get into some open field, but we do have a flag on the play. I think that one's going to be a holding penalty half the distance to the goal.
That may be that. I don't believe the referee caught the memo that we're on a running clock in the fourth quarter. Maybe not throw the flag out there and hold things up. Oh, we got a chop block.
Chop block.
That'll be the CB second penalty of the night. I will tell you this: the referees have kept them flags in the pocket for most of the night. It was
haven't really needed to, though.
Yeah, it was just one of them, slight joke on the point that we know the running clock, we know who's won the game.
Chance, that was a chop block on the defense.
I see that now as they go to line up. I'm wondering why I caught out of the corner of my eye. The chain's moving forward out of the left.
So ball is at the 25 now as we approach 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this game. I formation here. Slot to the left. Hands it off to Snodgrass, and he gets some space. Some elusive running there by the sophomore, and he hands the ball to the referee nice and easily. Gets a gain of 8 on the play.
That will get him over 50 yards for the night. So he's at 19 carries for 53 yards, almost raised that average almost a half yard per carry here, so he's been able to get some positive runs.
This is a young weapons core, you could say, for the Clay-Battelle Seabees. You got a sophomore quarterback, a sophomore backup running back, but in all honesty, it's a running back by committee. But because you have Caleb Hall, who's injured tonight, but a freshman. And then you got some young receivers here as well with Tyson Price. As they fake the handoff here. Corey Cohen going to show off that arm. Throws his receiver just a little bit high. And that was Josiah Morgan, the intended receiver. And he just kind of had his legs taken out from under him as he is a little bit slow to get up. And he's going to fall back down.
I think he got the breath knocked out of him.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, when you hit that turf really hard, as we're going to see here on the replay, see, he just has his legs taken out from under him, and he goes just kind of face first into that turf. And like I say, Chance, this time of the year, that turf is like a rock.
It is from that. Something else we have not noticed, though, as I'm standing here looking down on the Clay-Battelle sideline, is Cameron Dancer, if I'm correct, or Alex Dancer.
Alex Dancer
is also in street clothes for CB. So now I don't see nothing.
He is recovering from a injury that he had previous weeks. He was out 2 weeks. That's what caused J.J. Dawson to go in.
Okay.
So they may just be saving him for health's sake, saying, we know you're not 100%. No sense in you injuring this further. We're going to keep you out this game.
Yeah, as we see the shot there on the TV, I mean, you got Caleb Hall, freshman tailback, which for those that don't follow CB football, looks like he is going to be a really good young athlete as we move forward. You've got Ponceroff, the junior, who was the starting quarterback.
May come back as wide receiver.
May come back as a wide receiver. He was that his sophomore year and was really, really good at it. Got on, I think, top play on the West Virginia Metro News plays of the week one time with a nice toe tap catch. Then you've got Alex Dancer beside him there, who got, as you said, not fully recovered, so we're hoping it's not an extra injury that's got him in street clothes. You got Patrick Willard, who went out, looks like probably
a serious injury.
A serious injury, because he was on the table, very emotional as the night went. And then they got
Cooper Statler as well. All right, we'll take a break here, and when we come back, we'll have the final minute of play here on Metro News TV.
My name is Lizzie Hess, and I am a cosmetologist in Teays Valley, West Virginia. The Jumpstart Savings Program is a career savings account, and it just helps to save money so that you can invest in yourself or invest in products that you would need with whatever technical career you're currently in.
The Jumpstart Savings Program is celebrating skilled workers and offers state tax advantages while you save for future expenses.
Having funds to be able to supply anything that I need is awesome.
Find out if a Jumpstart Savings account is right for you. Take the quiz today.
We come back to Blacksville, 47-0. Cameron leads the Clay-Battelle Seabees. We still have the injured receiver, Josiah Morgan. He was down, just got up, limping off here. I do believe he just got the breath knocked out of him. And we got, you see head coach Aaron LePeau there went over to check on him. He was down for a while, and maybe he just wanted to get his coach to run over there, Ethan, to check.
They may be evaluating him for a concussion. You know, his head smacked hard on that turf floor. He's got a smile on his face. Aaron LePeau joking with him, with his senior a little bit. Josiah really did try to go for that ball, though. He went all out trying to catch that and just had his legs taken out from under him. All right. 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go in this game. Clay-Battelle still nothing on the scoreboard, but Cameron has a lot, 47 to be exact. As the injuries just keep piling up for the Seabees, now you just kind of hope that you can get out of this game healthy. 3rd down and 2. They hand it off to Snodgrass, and he fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by Cameron, and that is going to be 1st down Dragons, and they could kneel this one out and end this game.
They can. I don't even know if they will need to do another play with the running clock, because I don't think they'll have the ball set up before 40 seconds.
They are moving over to midfield here. I don't think they will have to do another snap.
It'll be up to Cameron if they want to practice one more play. If not, we will have the final score of 47-0. And I do believe, Ethan, if I am correct, you have the score written down of last year's game. And as much as it may be hard to believe, is this an improvement from last year's game?
It was 57-6. So you at least got on the scoreboard against Cameron last year at Cameron, but you did hold them to 10 less points. Don't think they're going to need to snap it here as they count down into the final seconds. It was a hard-fought game by both sides, but one clearly dominated, and that was the Cameron Dragons.
They did call delay a game with 1.3 seconds left.
And now they run the clock. Good sportsmanship there by the Cameron Dragons. All right, we'll come back with final thoughts here. You are watching high school football on Metro News TV.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
Looking for a path to success in service? The West Virginia Army National Guard offers unmatched opportunities. Earn your degree with up to 100% tuition assistance while gaining invaluable leadership skills. Join a team dedicated to community, state, and country. The West Virginia Army National Guard, where your future starts today. Visit nationalguard.com/WV to learn more. We guard West Virginia.
Welcome back for the final time here at Clay-Battelle High as the Seabees fall to the Cameron Dragons by a score of 47-0. Chance, a little bit of final thoughts here. Two key teams came to play tonight, but unfortunately these are teams with two different goals. One of them's to win a state championship. One of them is just the playoffs.
Yes, and it's two different cultures, as I always mention. Cameron has been here. They've done this. They've made the playoffs, if I'm correct, at least 3 years in a row. So these seniors on this team have made the playoffs every year, if I'm correct. They came in, done well with what they did, 47-0, showed nothing but positive things to make me think there's a very good chance we see him in Charleston at the end of the year.
Tim Brown definitely has a good side on this Cameron Dragons side. For Clay-Battelle, they're going to have a lot of seniors here in key positions that will end up being missed here as they play their final game tonight at Clay-Battelle's field, but a lot of young promise for this CB side and a young coach in Aaron LePeau.
Correct. A lot of promise going forward. I know LePeau's trying to set a culture to them seniors. You still got 2 games left. You got a chance to make the playoffs, and that's all you can ask.
All right, be sure to tune in to Metro News Game Night starting in about a half hour here. Fred and the crew will be on at 9:30 here on Metro News TV. Want to thank you all for listening to this presentation or watching on this high school football. I am Ethan Collins. Joined by me is Chance Collins. Thank you to all of the crew here tonight, and good night from Clay-Battelle.